Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. So, Taj Jackson, son of Tito, if I'm not mistaken, that's Tito's son. If my memory serves me correctly, he has another brother and they put out an album. And if I'm not mistaken, their mother unfortunately lost her life in a pool incident. So, my condolences. I know that was a while ago. I'm talking about that was a long time ago, but those are Tito's sons, if I'm not mistaken, that put out a album, and this guy put out an album with his brother. But nevertheless, he basically thanked Will Smith for, basically, giving Chris Rock the Rick James treatment. The what did the five fingers say to the face? So, with that being said, he said basically he's tired of Chris Rock trying to bully his uncle. His uncle is deceased. Now, keep in mind, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I've done several videos explaining this. Michael Jackson was investigated pre and post departure, and the feds couldn't find anything. They didn't find anything. Okay? Keep in mind, Michael Jackson beat one of those cases that he went to trial for. He beat the case. Okay? He beat the case. It's funny when people bring up stuff about George Zimmerman and all that kind of stuff. They tell us to accept the decision the jury rendered. Well, how come you can't accept the decision the jury rendered about OJ or, Michael Jackson? Yeah, like I said, never the same energy. But he basically said that Chris Rock been talking about Michael Jackson for years. Now, funny that Chris Rock does a comedy special called Selective Outrage, because he seemed to have a lot of selective outrage too. Because it's funny, he called himself attacking Kyrie Irving for basically, not wanting to take the potion, but he didn't say anything about the non-blacks who were very anti-non-potion. So he seemed to have selective outrage. He seemed to have his nerve, but that's what I tell you about Chris Rock. That's why I don't mess with Chris Rock. I used to mess with Chris Rock. I used to try to help him out by going to see his movies that constantly would bomb at the box office. But at the end of the day, Chris Rock is who he is. He a bully, and he only like to attack. And he's malicious towards attacking black people. I remember how he disrespected Ahmad Rashad. So I'm just saying, this is the same dude, like I said, that used to get bullied by white people and didn't do a damn thing. But then he tries to bully black people through his comedy. And people see right through it. I do. But this is what I'm saying. Like I said, let Chris Rock made a joke. Let Chris Rock make a joke about the president. I guarantee you he gonna get some letter, and I guarantee you they gonna make his black butt apologize. I promise you. But it's this theme. You can get away with disrespecting black people. It's no backlash for disrespecting and putting down black people because everybody do it. But disrespect somebody that ain't black. And like I said before, when Louis C.K. said that N-word with the ER, well, he should have made a remark about him being Hispanic. He should have made all kind of cornfield taco jokes, burrito brother. I would have let him have it and seen how he liked that same energy. Because you don't want to play them games with me. But Louis C.K. is a white man. Take it however you want. I don't care. And that's just real talk. And basically, Taj Jackson, he thanked Will Smith for delivering the five-finger discount to Chris Rock's face. So shout out to Taj Jackson. But like I said, that's what Chris Rock do. And Jada Pinkett has since responded saying, like, dang, you obsessed with me. And it almost seemed like it too. But like I said before, Jada Pinkett turned Chris Rock down when he tried to shoot his shot. So I guess he been bothered by it. I guess he been, you know what I'm saying? I guess he developed a complex about it. So he just decided to, start attacking her, because Chris Rock been taking shots at Jada since the late 90s. Now, I'm not the biggest Jada Pinkett fan in the world. I'm not a fan of her at all. I just got to keep it a buck. But I'm also keeping it a buck on Chris Rock. Like I said, the real bully is Chris Rock. And like I said, some comedians, like I said before, I could take Dave Chappelle's comedy. It's pretty clever. It's pretty clever. But Chris Rock, all he do is really put down black people. Like I said, if you have never seen that movie Good Hair, all you got to do is watch that documentary where he made fun of black women throughout that movie and black women's hair throughout that movie. He was poking fun and disrespecting and making fun of black women. That's all you got to do is just watch that movie. I've been seeing this with Chris Rock. I didn't like that remark he made about Tupac and Biggie Smalls. That's what he liked to do. He liked to be a safe haven for white people to practice their racism, whether it's subliminal or out in the open towards black people. He think he the safety net for white supremacy. That's why he always going in on black people. So, he been doing this with Michael Jackson for decades. So like I said, while he's sitting up here talking about other people having selective outrage, he need to look at himself. And that's just real talk. But a lot of people are starting to see who Chris Rock really is. Now, of course, you're going to have people that's going to defend him no matter what, for all of the sake of comedy. And like I say, to a certain degree, comedians are cowards to a certain degree, and they are bullies. That's just real talk. But the thing about Chris Rock, he like to only really put down black people. He generalizes, whites and non-blacks. But like I said, his attacks or his sets on black people are just mean-spirited. That's just real talk. Now, I don't want to do a whole, monologue and archive, go back down memory lane with some of the stuff that Chris Rock has said. But Chris Rock has said some stuff where he didn't, like, on several occasions, threw black people under the bus and presented, stereotypes and stigmas of black people that's not necessarily true. So I don't blame Taj Jackson for getting at Chris Rock. And they should talk to their lawyer about, going after Chris Rock and make him issue a public apology and see how he like that. Anyway, it's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.